All right, if you're an aspiring software engineer, you know the feeling. That one thing that probably keeps you up at night, the technical interview. Well, today we're going to crack the code on how to prep for it, but without all the stress.
You know, if you've ever gone to a site like LeetCode, this probably hits a little too close to home. It's that sinking feeling in your stomach, right? You see hundreds, maybe even thousands of problems and you think, I'm supposed to know all of these? Seriously, where do you even start?
And then you see this, just a wall of text. Triplet sum, happy number, word search, it's this endless, random-looking list of problems. And they all seem totally different from each other. The natural thought is, okay, I guess I have to just memorize every single one of these. And honestly, that feels completely impossible.
So yeah, that whole endless list problem, let's talk about that. Because we're going to take that whole idea apart right now.
I mean, it really does feel like you have to memorize 1,000 different solutions. But what if you don't? What if that whole approach, one problem, one solution, is just wrong? What if there's a much smarter way to do this?
Well, good news. There is a better way. And the secret, the thing that changes everything, is something called coding patterns. This is the big aha moment. Trust me.
So what exactly is a coding pattern? Well, think of it like this. It's a reusable template. It's like having a master key. Instead of needing a unique key for every single door, you just learn how to use a few powerful master keys that can open whole sets of doors. It's not about memorizing an answer, it's a template for how to think.
And this right here, this shows you the difference. The old way, that's just burnout waiting to happen. Trying to memorize over 1,000 solutions, it's pure brute force, and it leads to so much stress. But the new way, you learn maybe 25 patterns. It becomes strategic. You go from stress and burnout to confidence and clarity. It's a total game changer.
Okay, that all sounds good, right? But let's actually see it in action. Let's dive into a couple of these patterns and watch how they just tear through problems that look completely different on the surface.
First up, let's spotlight a classic, the two pointers pattern. The concept is actually pretty simple. Imagine you have a list of items. You put one pointer or finger at the very beginning and another at the very end. Then, you move them towards the middle based on certain rules. It's that simple.
And look at this. This one simple idea, it helps you solve all of these different problems. Finding a pair with a target sum in a sorted array, 2 pointers. That triplet sum to 0 problem we saw earlier, yep, 2 pointers again. Even something like comparing strings with backspaces, it's the same fundamental pattern. One tool, so many uses.
All right, let's check out another really powerful one, the sliding window. Just imagine you have a long string of data, and you create a window or a frame of a certain size. Then, you just slide that window along the data, one step at a time, looking at the chunk inside the frame.
And again, just look at the range of problems this one idea solves. Finding the max sum in a subarray of a specific size, that's a sliding window problem. Finding the longest substring with, say, k different characters, sliding window. Even hard problems like finding string anagrams, you guessed it. It's a totally different class of problems, all solved with this one new master key in your toolkit.
Okay, so we've seen 2 examples of these powerful patterns. But what does the whole toolkit look like? Let's zoom out for a second and see the bigger picture.
So how many of these master keys do you actually need to learn? Are we talking hundreds? 1,000? No way. The reality is, the vast majority of coding interview problems boil down to just 26 patterns. That's it. It's not an infinite list. It's a totally manageable and frankly, super powerful number.
And here are just a few others from that full toolkit. You've got things like cyclic sort, merge intervals, 2 heaps, stuff for trees. Each one of these names represents a whole new category of problems that you can confidently solve. This isn't just a collection of random tricks, you see. It's a complete structured framework for thinking about problems.
And that brings us to the real heart of the matter. This whole idea, it's about so much more than just a new study trick. It's a fundamental shift in how you approach things.
Because the real goal here isn't to have every answer memorized. No one can do that. The goal is to build a mental toolkit, a framework for thinking, so that you can walk into an interview, look at a brand new problem you've never seen before and say, okay, I see the structure here. I know which tool to use.
And really, that's what it all comes down to. The best engineers aren't the ones who have all the answers memorized. They're the ones who know how to ask the best questions. So from now on, when you see a tough coding problem, stop asking yourself, have I seen this exact problem before? And start asking a new question, What's the pattern here? That one little question, it's going to change everything for you.